What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of That Reload Podcast. I'm your host, Joel. Sitting across from me is the sweet and sassy, sometimes salty, Miss Stacy.
Hey, guys.
We back at it again, y'all. We got another great episode for you. And as always, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to catch up.
That's right. For one, we got through our first podcast back.
That was awesome.
The return.
Yeah.
The return. So episode 125, y'all listened to it already. I'm absolutely blown away at the response to this. Like, was never expecting that type of welcome.
I knew our OGs were going to roll in. They wanted to hear me talk. They wanted to hear you talk, especially when they could see our faces.
I'm telling you, like, people that we haven't talked to in quite some time, coming out and saying they were excited for us to come back. And I just want you guys to know it meant the world to us. Like, I actually was pretty sentimental about it. I
know. You were like, look what so-and-so said.
Like, yeah, so I appreciate it so much.
No, it was good. It was really good to see a lot of old friends come out of the woodwork. That
listeners.
Yeah, well, people from across the country who used to listen to our show, we used to chat with, collab with, all those things. It was good seeing all those people, see the post, see the podcast, and then actually they don't have to give positive vibes, but they did.
So much positive vibes. And not only across the country, but we had listeners in Canada and UK as well. Like, shout out Emma.
Man.
Our friend Emma in the UK was listening to our podcast, which is super cool to me. So
we're worldwide. We're worldwide, y'all.
For sure. Yeah. Also worth noting is the amount of Bigfoot vlogs we are getting sent. I mean, everybody decided, if it's a Bigfoot vlog, we're going to send it to Stacy and Joel. There's some good ones out there.
I told you, man. I was following 4 pages.
You picked that one, but there are some funny ones on there. Like,
there are some funny ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did that one because he was cooking a damn trout. I thought it was pertinent to our show.
Yeah, to our topic at the time. But oh my gosh,
there's some good ones.
Hilarious. And it was funny because I was listening to it in the car, doing like a final listen through, and Reed heard just the voice over the CarPlay and instantly said, Bigfoot vlogs.
Like, I know.
It's
getting popular, man.
Yeah. So good job on your raw and real for that.
Why, thank you. I'm very good at raw and real.
Yes.
Okay.
So we celebrated. So we'll do some catch up. We celebrated Father's Day.
Yeah. It was a great weekend. I had a good time.
Yeah. I kind of dropped the ball, decided to have a full-blown allergy attack on Father's Day. Didn't get to dote on you like I would have liked to, but
I mean, you dropped the ball. Your body revolted against you, and
was like,
it's your fault. It was your fault that happened.
You're not picking stuff up right now. You're going to sit down and you're going to relax.
You can't see it.
Yeah. So we were doggy sitting Joel's brother, his dog, and I am not allergic to dogs, but however, I am allergic to cats, and I had forgotten that they had recently got a new kitten.
Yeah.
Who crawls all over Bruce, which is the dog. And after a few hours with Bruce, I decided to have a full-blown allergy attack. So
it's all good. We got up, we got ready for church. We headed down the road, and you were like, I don't think I'm going to make it.
I don't think I'm going to make it. Like, I swear, I sat in the car while they went into church because I knew I would be like so embarrassed. With all the sneezing and my eyes were pouring water and the nose and all of that. And I swear I sneezed like 30 times in the car waiting. So, which I felt stupid because I wanted to close my eyes so bad. Like my face felt like it was throbbing and swollen. Like I felt like Will Smith off the movie Hitch. But I knew if I like leaned my seat back and closed my eyes, someone would think I was like overdosing or something.
Nobody's going to think you're overdosing because you're sleeping in the car. Who cares?
I mean, I'm
you're
all
not.
Like, they might think I was overdosing.
No, I see that is Stace's weird brain.
It
thinks I'm going to take a nap in the car and people think I'm going to overdose.
That's what people think, and I don't want Narcan in my leg.
I think you get that. Okay. No. Anyways, but that was good. But no, Father's Day was good. I enjoyed it. It was laid back. Went over to Dad's house, cooked some burgers. It was bad weather, so we didn't get to like swim or anything like that.
Those burgers were good because you brought me one home. What did you guys put on those?
We did Magnum and Blackout on the burgers, and Magnum is I know it's our steak and chop seasoning, but
We use that so much.
But it's a sleeper on burgers because what are you going to season? What do you normally, if you're thinking about what I'm going to season burgers in, onion flake, garlic, pepper, and salt.
Yeah.
And that's a big primary ingredients in Magnum. So
it's heavy on those.
You just don't make the burger furry. You just, do a light dusting of
and then
both sides.
Fill the gaps in with the blackout, the activated charcoal blend.
Well, yes, that would be good, but we didn't do that.
Oh, well,
no, we did separate Magnum burgers, blackout burgers.
Okay, so I had a blackout burger then.
Yeah,
the one that I ate that you brought home. It was so good.
Well, my sister and her dude, they love blackout.
Yeah.
And so they wanted blackout on their burgers because of that crust that blackout puts on top of the burger whenever you do high heat. But it was good. We had a good time. Missed you. Brought you a plate home. But boys are great, and I just really enjoyed spending time with family.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, me too.
So, question on the Father's Day thing.
Okay.
Is I heard a poll on the radio the other day talking about like what would dads want? Is it they like ranked them out? Is it go golfing with your kids? Is it go leave me alone, don't talk to me? Or is it barbecuing? And for me, it was like they were talking about the things you had to do with your kids or your family. And for me, for Father's Day, and I know you were upset about it because it was all I can't do this for you, I can't do that for you. I just want to feel appreciated. That's all. It's not that I don't want to. I wanted to cook burgers. I wanted to just be with family and just feel appreciated. That's all.
I hope you feel that way every day.
I do, very much so.
Good.
Yes.
I strive for that.
Okay. Anyways.
Anyway, so kind of a big announcement for us. We have now grown into majority of the Elders Ace Hardware. So Elders is one of the branches of those. So we have officially dropped their orders.
Yeah.
And we are available in Elders Ace Hardwares, which are in Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. So as well, I know I mentioned Tennessee, but Chattanooga and Nashville areas, which we've had a lot of people reach out about that. You can now find Reload in the Elders Ace Hardwares.
Yeah, so you're in 35 locations now.
Of theirs.
Yeah. 35 Elders. That's badass.
Yeah, so if you guys are in those areas, you can scope out the closest one of those, and you can pick up our seasonings.
That's great. Hey,
I know.
Cheers to you.
Woo! I got some water.
Well, I got a Waterloo. Here we go.
So yeah, we're in there now.
This new Waterloo flavor, let me pull this thing out.
Is that a Reload recommends?
It is not, but it's a raspberry nectarine.
I love that one.
It's really good.
Waterloo slaps.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Gets my fizz addiction. But yeah, no, I'm. That's what we were talking about in the first podcast. I'm really stoked about the Elders deal, and just that more people being able to go get it without having to actually order it on the website.
Yeah, because I mean, literally, like 2 or 3 days ago, someone said, "Man, I wish you were like further out in some of the stores in the Nashville area." And I was able to say, "Well, hey, actually, we are."
Now we are.
Hopefully they've got them out on the shelves now. And if not, if you are in those areas and you stop by those stores, they have it. If it's not on the shelves yet, you just ask them.
That's right.
Yeah, they'll pull them out for you.
That's right. If you got a store near you want us in, you just gotta say, "Hey, get in this store."
Just request us.
Yeah, request us. Give them our information. We'll do our best to get in there for you guys. Other big news. We got a new flavor dropping, y'all. Yeah, let's go. Flavors.
Yeah.
Plural.
Yeah, so we kind of teased that we had a new flavor coming out, but in fact, it's actually 2.
It's dos flavors deliciosos.
So we're hoping that they have dropped by the time that you guys are hearing this. If not, this is the big reveal.
Yeah. So check it out. Stacey's got it right in front of her.
Here they are. So here is the first one. It is Wingman.
Oh.
Introducing Wingman Premium Wing Seasoning. So we used this.
Let me see that thing.
Yeah.
Keep talking about it.
Yeah. We used this seasoning, Wingfest. It is highly, highly recommended by our friends and family that have had this on their wings. Oh, wow. That's real good angle.
It's not working.
There it is. No, you got it.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. So that's the blend. Put it on chicken wings. I'm going to tell you right now, though, not just chicken wings, street corn, corn on the cob, fries. I'm putting it on my cottage cheese. I swear, I am addicted to that. I could eat it by the handfuls.
No, it's good.
There is something about it, and there's no MSG in it, but there is something about it that I am crazy addicted to.
Well, with every bottle of Reload Rub and Seasoning is a small portion of methamphetamines.
Yeah. But no, like our friends and family that have all had that. You know, they've been banging down the door for me to get it out, and it's been a long time coming.
You hit it out of the park with this one. You did a really good job. Stace put this one together. She's had it for too long.
Years.
This has been too long.
We've just not brought it to the bottle.
That's right, but it's here now. So this is basically an all-encompassing wing seasoning, chicken seasoning, really.
Pork chops.
Yeah, but you can, like we always say, you can use it on anything you like this flavor profile on. Like she said, with the corn, the dips, the pork chops, you can use it on a lot of things. But not only, this is the original.
So that's kind of like our regular original. It's Wingman premium wing seasoning. Then we have this one.
This
will light your butt cheeks on fire.
Let's go,
okay,
baby!
So this is incredible flavor, incredible heat. If you're a spicy lover,
what's the name?
It's Heat Seeker.
All right, boy, put it in right there. Heat seeking, Mr. Mother flavoring, badass bomb, boy. Woo!
Ow!
Oh, Heat Seeker's good. So basically, spicy lovers, we got your wing blend. If you want just a good medium to mild, we got your OG original Wingman seasoning as well. So Reload Wingman, hitting stores, hopefully near you at some point, or you can get it online at the store. Hoping to drop when this podcast is out. If it's not there, it'll be there soon.
Yeah, and so highly recommend getting them both for your arsenal because, some of the heat does cook out when you're cooking with it. So if you're tasting it straight out of the bottle and it's very, very hot, some of it will tone down a little bit. If you like packing heat, you're going to absolutely love this one. But it's incredible sprinkled on top of all different things. And it's got a citric punch to it. So there is a tang. And I think that's what makes it so addictive to me. Because when I eat it, you got that almost like a sauce flavor.
Yeah, if you like a vinegar and a citrus, like to...
not horribly, not like big citrus, but almost just that tang. It's tangy.
Like, yeah. Like just a good tang.
Yeah.
That you normally get when you dump it in some blue cheese or something like that. That's perfect. Yes, back here.
Right there. And it's, love it. Love it. So, very proud of these. We're super excited to drop them. Can't wait for them to land in y'all's kitchen.
That's right.
Hear what you think.
So, anyways, now that our reload biz is out of the way, me and you, I got a little thing we got to talk about. Do you think me and you watched a movie? Recently, Ed Hardy movie called Havoc.
Ed Hardy?
Is that right?
Tom.
Yeah. Tom Hardy.
Ed Hardy's like the cologne guy. Yeah. Ed Hardy.
Hey, you made my shirt from me. No. Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a movie called Havoc. Preview looked pretty badass. To pin you down to watching a movie with me, the preview's got to look pretty darn good.
Yeah. I'm not a big TV watcher and I'm not a big movie watcher. My attention, I want to do like puzzles, play Fortnite, do things that are strategic and get my mind going. So movies are hard, but if it's less than 2 hours, I'll watch it. This one, it looked killer.
It did. What?
No, say what you're going to say, but I'm going to let you know what I thought about it.
All right, well.
We got to tell everybody what the movie is.
Here, no, just, I won't. I think movies are going downhill.
You think?
I do.
I think they're rushed.
I thought this movie had a great plot and they just ruined it with theatrics.
Yeah.
It was, so to premise this, okay, every time someone got shot, they looked up,
I wish the camera was on you for that.
Was it not on me? I'll do it again. Here, I'll just freaking hardwire it in. This is what they would do every time they would get shot. So, I mean, they would get shot 100 freaking times. I'm dizzy after that.
Yeah.
But they would get shot 100 freaking times, and there would be there'd be people that had a weapon, obviously shooting way too much ammo.
Tell them what the movie is, and then we can talk about it.
The movie is called Havoc.
Havoc, HAVOC.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
But it was,
I actually enjoyed it. If you take out how incredibly ridiculously that it was not feasible that any of these people were able to survive, because they would be like in this club and just spray and pray. I mean, we're talking like light machine guns and SMGs and
then they have a pistol that's got like 45 rounds in it.
They have a pistol whose magazine should have looked that freaking long because they were like, and that sucker was shooting, which obviously it was an automatic, but I mean, just lighting people up in a stairway, which is this big, and yet they weren't getting hit. They're like running away and ducking, and they weren't getting hit, even though 46 bullets just got shot at their butt
cheeks. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So what I get butthurt about now with the movie, one, the CGI in it was horrible. I
thought it was good.
It was, but when you see the cop car that belongs on a freaking drag speedway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, moving in way faster than it should have. And then the fact that people would have to get shot 45 times before they would go down. The best action movie I've ever watched is the Bourne series, the Jason Bourne series. Those were...
I really enjoyed the first one. I don't think I've seen any of the other ones.
Oh, honey.
I know.
You're missing out. No, 1, 2, and 3, all great movies. But it's just people don't get shot and go, oh, and keep on running around fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
I'm curious if anybody does watch it. Honestly, I would recommend it. I think it was a good movie. It's not feasible what they went through. Like it's just not. It's absolutely gruesome though. No children in there when you're watching. Like it was extremely brutal with the gun violence.
The end scene is just I can't describe how many bullets.
But the storyline was good.
The storyline was good.
The people playing the parts, like the villains and like the gang people and stuff like that, they were really scary. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it, but just it wasn't plausible at all.
I was laughing at one point.
We were. Both of us were like,
it was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'd say the storyline was good, but
they would either get shot up with 86 bullets and still be living, or they would get shot in not like a headshot, but they would get shot like in the chest, but like die instantly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was bizarre.
Yeah. But
overboard.
Most of the time it was over and over and over.
It really was. It was for sure.
Stupid. Anyways.
So yeah.
If you want to see a ridiculous action movie, watch Havoc.
Now, my cup of tea.
You have a cup? Okay.
My cup of tea, if I'm going to watch something and something that I've recently gotten into, I always love Survivor. I love reality TV and stuff. But I'm really sucked into Love Island right now.
Yes.
And I would love it if anybody let me know if you've been watching it. What's crazy about Love Island is it's on 5 days a week.
It's ridiculous.
And what you're seeing happened like 2 days ago. So you can kind of play a part. They let you vote on things and you can kind of play a part as to what's going to happen to them there. It's absolutely ridiculous. Lots of...
Don't play it down. You love it.
I love it. Like I literally count down and I'm like getting ready to sit on the couch. I text my sister-in-law the entire episode all about what's going on. And as soon as it's finished, I'm hitting TikTok like a psycho. Hitting TikTok to see what everybody's saying about what happened.
What's sad is that I probably along with a lot of other men in America.
Yes, you are not alone.
I was really crapping on this show. It was pissing me off. Not you liking the show, just the show in general.
Yeah.
It was pissing me off. But it was so ridiculous. And then the way they were all dressing. Anyways, I went from really...
It's great TV.
I'm going to sit with you because, I want to hang out with my wife. And that's what it was. I just wanted to hang out with you.
Yeah, when you were like, what's going on with Huda?
I didn't make you pause it.
Why did Jeremiah say that to her?
I didn't make you pause it and talk about things. Not one time.
I know.
Dadgummit, it's got me too.
It is. It's addicting. It's a bunch of 20-somethings out there, and they get to date multiple people at this villa. And if you want something that's just a guilty pleasure, sit down. You just can turn your brain off for like an hour. You just bask in it.
You can't turn your brain off because you got to dissect every damn relationship that comes in there.
I'm not gonna lie. The last few nights has exhausted me. It was all the drama that's unfolded on Love Island.
Huda needs to get herself together.
She needs to leave.
If she's even still there by the time this drops.
Yeah.
Huda. Woulda, coulda, Huda.
That's how she said how you pronounce her name. Her name's Huda, and she said it's like
Huda,
woulda, shoulda.
Did you see my face? I was just sitting here like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
Cool story.
All right. Well, I think it's time to segue into our first segment.
Ooh.
What do you think about that?
I need to buckle up for this one.
Yeah, we're going to have to hit the pause because guess what? Guess what, you guys? I'm not ready. So, time out. All right, you guys, we back from my little snafu of a break. And it's time to get into your favorite segment. I know it's your favorite because it's mine. Raw and Real. Yeah, man. Woo! That's right. There we go, you guys. This is that segment. We're going to do Raw and Real, where I'm going to show you guys a little video. We're going to break that jazz down. So just to preface this, Stace, is this is...
I get nervous before because I have no idea what he's going to show me. So it's off the rip is my reaction and what we get to talk about. So I don't know.
This is Dan Driscoll. All right. He is the U.S. Army Secretary on Fox News. Okay. And he's given a little interview, and my brother Jared, he sent me this, or showed it to me, and it's not what the interview's about. It's this one specific thing he says in the middle of it that makes you do one of them right there. Yeah. And so I want to see if you catch it.
Okay, let's see.
Right? So I'm gonna play this.
Laser focused.
Y'all watch it, okay? And then I want to see if you guys catch it. So here it is right now. Hope you can see it. If not, turn your phone sideways. Here we go. Listen up.
As young Americans across the country get to see all of the amazing things that the Army has done, whether it's helping with floods in North Carolina or wildfires in California, or we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon, who's a soldier, including actually going to war and fighting to defend the freedoms that are that make our nation so.
We have people on the moon?
Do we have people on the moon?
I don't know. Do we? I don't follow moon correspondence.
That's what he said. Do you want to hear?
He said he talked to an astronaut or a soldier. A soldier or an astronaut?
We talked to an astronaut who was on the moon. He happens to be a soldier.
We have soldiers on the moon?
We're not supposed to be able to go to the daggum moon, much less have military installations on the moon.
Are they like set up like snipers on the moon, like looking down on Earth?
No, they're not. But
so here's the question. You're shook by this.
Yeah, why would he say that?
Are you thinking, wow, we have soldiers on the moon? Or are you thinking, why are you lying about, because we surely don't have people on the moon?
I think homie slipped up.
We have people on the moon.
I don't think we can get to the moon. I don't think we've ever been on the moon.
So why would he say that then?
I don't know. That's the question that drives me crazy.
Yeah, I thought we weren't supposed to be able to go to the moon. I think the next planned is either this year or next year that we're going to the moon.
Here's the thing, is we went to the moon back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
1960 something.
But then they say, oh, we can't go back to the moon because we lost the technology.
60 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 60 years since then.
They say we've lost the technology to go to the moon.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say. And the people that argue this are going, so the computer that you use to broadcast from the moon to Earth, this smartphone right here, y'all, has more computing power than the computer they had at NASA during that time. And then they tell us that, so conspiracy, tinfoil that. I mean, can we get to the moon? I don't freaking know. I don't believe we can get to the moon. But then
why can't we get to the moon? We've got like space stations up in. What just happened?
I hope our kids are okay.
But we have like space. What is that?
I don't know.
It sounds like freaking Bigfoot vlogs is upstairs.
I might have to leave. All right.
Like, Tom Hanks is up there, big.
You know what it is?
Jason's Hardy's turned into an adult. Jumping off his bunk bed.
No. So, okay. You have 200 and I need to look this up, but 200 and let's say 34,000 miles to the moon between here's Earth, here's the moon right here. 234,000 miles, right? And you would have to travel.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
From the moon to the Earth is 234,000 miles.
I'm looking it up right now. How far? Yeah, come on. How far is
it would take
the moon?
Wouldn't it take like years or days or months to get there then?
Here we go. I'm showing the world here. Okay.
The moon.
Get out of my face. Come on, bro. There it is. All right, here we go. Look, right there. 238,900 miles to the moon.
From Earth to the moon.
From Earth to the moon.
And we can see it.
Yeah.
How far are we from the next planet?
I don't freaking know.
Because I thought the moon was close to us.
It is.
That's our moon.
That's the closest thing to us. So
hundreds of thousands of miles away.
And we got there in 3 days, right?
How fast are you going?
So 238,900 divided by
238,900. Oh, okay.
Yeah, divided by what did you do? 24 hours? I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah.
Right? You'd have to travel at 10,000 miles an hour.
No.
Am I doing that right?
No, like 72 hours. Oh my gosh, we're showing our. It takes 3 days, so 72 hours.
Yeah.
So do that number divided by 72 is how many miles per hour?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Miles? That would be the miles per hour, would it?
Just try it.
All right, divided by 72.
We'll go with that number.
That's 3,318 miles per hour you'd have to be
Is that how fast a rocket goes? A spaceship?
They can go, oh yeah, they can go, our planes can go really fast, but it's like when you're in space, the first thing that went to the moon was a piece of tinfoil. The lunar module was very rickety. But here's my thing.
This is a lot.
Isn't it though?
This is a lot for me to try to handle.
But, okay, well, not to mention, there is a belt of radiation that protects us from solar flares.
Where?
Out in space.
Oh.
It's called the Van Allen radiation belt.
Oh, okay.
And so to get through that, it's radiation. You can't just go and you got to have protection against all that too. I don't know. I'm not saying we've not been to the moon. I'm just saying
we've been. Someone's there right now.
I mean,
he's watching. What's his name?
What's his name?
What are they sitting on? What are they living on? Like tents? Are they eating? Are they
baby doll? I don't know.
Do they have supplies?
Well, hellfire.
Is there gravity on the moon? Like, do they just stick to the top of it? Is the moon solid? I don't freaking know. I don't follow this stuff.
Does he have a fish? Does he have a cat? Do you know his name?
I don't.
So, I
have questions. So what are people saying about this?
That's the thing. Reddit is all over it. But it was just so nonchalant. And then none of the newscasters said anything about, oh, you talked to a soldier on the moon? Because we're not supposed to be able to go to the moon.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be able to be there. And if there's a soldier on the moon, that means we got a military.
They're sandbagging something.
All right. There's always been tinfoil hat conspiracy theories that on the dark side of the moon that we don't see, that there is, bases around there. Things that they don't want us to know.
I don't know if I can handle this.
Yeah, it's kind of mind melting.
Yeah.
Not that it matters or really affects our lives, but when you start noticing little tidbits of, they say, oh, we can't do this, we can't do this. And then you get something like that. It says, oh, well, we're already there.
I mean, stuff like that always makes me wonder, like, what don't we know?
Yeah. There is also the biblical aspect of it where God said he made a firmament over the earth. And can we even get out? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, hellfire, for all we know, we only get to low Earth orbit. And now we can't get
I feel uneasy right now.
It's just the time.
Just tell us. We can handle it. Just tell us.
They don't want us. They want to suppress our minds and keep us in the dark.
Maybe it's for our own protection.
Ah!
Do you think it's for our own protection?
No, it's not for our own protection. It's for their freaking greediness. That's what I'm
Maybe.
saying. Listen, girl, we got to bounce off this topic because I'm about to go down a dark rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Of
Well,
conspiracy.
speaking of conspiracy theories, I heard something about Starbucks
Oh, you
today.
did? Oh, you did?
Yeah. So apparently,
This is going to send me down a dark hole.
so like my cousin's name is Mark,
Yeah.
and it's Mark with a C instead of a K.
Yeah.
So like he went somewhere and he said, yeah, it's Mark with a C. And it said Kark.
Kark?
Kark. Instead like Mark with a C. They took off the M and put Kark instead of putting the C as the K.
Jerks.
So anyways, apparently people are saying that it's deliberate, that Starbucks will misspell your name on the cup for free publicity and advertising.
Oh.
Because when they mess up your cup, you're posting pictures, you're posting TikToks, and you're blasting it on socials, and people are like, "Oh yeah, this girl or this guy that I follow is drinking Starbucks. I need to go there. That looks tasty." Speaking of our friend Jennifer,
Yeah.
Eric's wife Jennifer,
Yeah.
Jen Fitness on TikTok, she actually just posted a Starbucks cup where it was supposed to say "Dream Big," but like the G was missing the tail, like there was a cut, and it looked like it was saying like "Dream Bia." You know, like so she was like, "Are they calling me a Bia?"
Yeah.
Biatch?
I think they were.
Yeah. So, but then you can look, and then there was like the little that. So, of course, you're gonna blast it on socials. It's free publicity for them.
That's, you know what? That's actually really smart.
Yeah.
That's we should do.
So our welcome, like we always put thank you notes in every single one of our orders. If you guys have ordered with us, you'll see that you get a thank you note from us. Should we start putting like, "Hey, stupid"?
Yes, we should. Like if someone's name is Mark, we'll call him Pam.
Yeah. "Hey, Pam." You know,
Enjoy your order, Bia.
I sent you the wrong seasoning on purpose.
Hope your hemorrhoids aren't leaking.
Nasty. Never. No, we put nice, kind things, and we spread kindness and positivity.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's one thing that I love.
You want to hear another conspiracy about Starbucks?
Sure.
A dark rabbit hole conspiracy.
Yours are dark.
Yes, they are. I don't support Starbucks or Monster Energy, either one of those. Or, what is it? What's that water company? I'm glad I read their name out.
Liquid death.
Liquid Death.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't support Starbucks or Monster because first, this goes going back to a little bit of my faith, because Starbucks, their logo is a sexual deity named Ishtar. It's a deity of fertility, and was worshipped as a pagan idol back in the day. Mm-hmm. And if you don't believe me, just look it up. It's the mermaid holding two tails, legs wide open, ready to be consummated.
Stop. That's nasty. I don't want that on my coffee cup.
Well, that's what it is. You know,
Well-
and then Monster Energy drink, I don't support them either because their logo looks like three little claw marks.
Yeah.
It's actually the Hebrew symbol for 666.
I've heard that.
And they have upside down crosses in the Monster name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Not about that life.
no.
But I mean, we're not avid Starbucks people. We honestly, I don't know. We just like classic traditional coffee for the most part.
To go coffee,
But-
unless you're getting lattes or not lattes, but like fancy pumpkin drinks or whatever.
Starbucks slaps with those.
Yes, but to go coffees.
Oh, if I just want like a hot coffee, black or just with cream only, I'm making it at home.
Yeah.
Or the McDonald's, like a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. They go a little heavy with the cream.
Yeah.
It's a little too milky. But that's what I'm going for, like a classic coffee. Now, when it's fall or winter and they've got like those freaking winter crunchy cookie, apple almond butter pumpkin scotch, I'm all about those.
Remember I used to get
like that puts me in the festive mood.
That Java mocha chip.
Yeah.
And I'd add two shots of espresso into it.
Yeah.
Espresso. But no, I used to like it too. Don't get me wrong.
Specialty drinks, they
slap.
Yeah, they do. And their egg bites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had their egg bites.
Yeah. But you have to refinance your house to even be able to afford
That's right.
Starbucks half the time. So that's interesting. So yeah, that's my
well, that's interesting, folks. Shucks. Oh man.
Wait, you had another conspiracy theory.
Well, moving on. Yes, another tinfoil hat theory I got.
Yeah.
Do you watch any? Well, of course, do you? I'm asking you this. WNBA.
Yeah, we do.
Do you?
We watch some.
Yes, but have you watched like any videos online going around?
Here and there, it gets shown to me.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
You know, the phenom.
new sensation.
She's a phenom, right?
She's bringing a lot of eyeballs to the WNBA.
She's also getting her ass beat every damn game.
She's cocky.
Well, she's
asking for a beat down.
She is, but I'm starting to have a
The thing is, when you're good at what you do, all eyes are on you and the target's on your back. It just is. And she is such an amazing athlete. She absolutely is. And she seems really sweet. Like, she goes up to her fans. I'm not hating on Caitlin Clark at all, because in fact, she's really gotten me into enjoying the WNBA. There's something to that, because all of what's been going on.
Here's my conspiracy on it, though. The conspiracy is I think that it's egged on. I think that the WNBA views are down. Every time Caitlin Clark or a fight breaks out or a scuffle get between teams,
people are sharing it.
It's all over social media. I think it's being egged on to bring up viewership.
You'd be dumb not to capitalize on that, because that is what brings the drama, brings the mamas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, but that means that they're intentionally telling the players, "Hey, go after her." You know,
it may not even be that. It could be down to the agents. It could be down to the agents saying like,
saying like what? Saying like,
buck
girl,
up, baby.
Girl, you gotta get in there and bust her head.
I don't know. Hopefully not. Like, I don't want to see any type of that kind of stuff. But
it's never.
I will say the beef between her and Angel Reese, both of them phenomenal athletes. I have mad respect for both of them, and I'm really big on sportsmanship, and I'm really big on how they treat their fans. And both of them, you're chomping to finish. Say something.
I'm sorry. Finish up.
All right, but they both have a very big love for their fan base, and I love what they do. So no hate going out to either one of them. It's encouraged me to actually watch them.
Sure, absolutely. There is a betting page that I'm not sure what day they're on, but the last time I checked, it was day 7, which means the 7th game in a row, where they bet big on Angel Reese missing her first shot. Aww. And they've hit on every single one.
See, the thing is with betting,
going viral.
The thing is with betting that it makes me wonder the legitimacy of the sports, because, we know that WNBA players don't make much. They make the most from their brand deals and stuff like that. But like, you think about the NFL and, fantasy football and stuff like that. And Vegas has my odds that I'm going to get 6+ receptions in this game. How do you know that Uncle Bill didn't bet on you for the under, and you decide, oh, I'm going to have an incomplete catch here?
They can see it all. You know what I mean?
But they're not following Uncle Bill.
No, that's what I'm saying. They can see it all ahead. Who freaking knows? I mean,
how legit?
Analytics are huge, and they have some of the NFL has some of the best analytics you'll ever see. And they can really, and Vegas is really big on this stuff. They can really pin down per player stats, per this, but outside of like crazy crap, they can really pin down what they think is going to happen in a game, just on averages. Mm-hmm. But
I know they've got it down with whatever software they're running it through, but it just makes you wonder, like,
you're right.
If I know that Aunt Pam has got money on the line that I'm going to catch less than 2 touchdown passes, and I get open and I go, ugh,
She got about 100K.
And
She got about 100K on that.
Just cashed in.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
It's like, hey, Aunt Pam, here, let me slide you a little 100K. You put that on me to get this amount of catches.
Sometimes makes me wonder when I'm watching sports how legit.
I know.
And if any of that plays into it.
But if you think like that, it's going to steal all your joy, take all the fun out of the game.
It does. I'm like, this is trash.
Pretend only when Tennessee Vols lose is it a rigged sport.
It was rigged. Oh. Trash. Refs are paid. Their pockets are full.
All right. Well, I think it's time, my love, for our next segment.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, well, you should be excited because it's an excellent segment where we put things in our mouth.
Ooh. Do I get to put it in my mouth?
Oh, no. I get to put it in my mouth.
Uh-huh.
And you get to put it in your mouth.
Okay, let's go.
Because we put it in our mouth. It's going to be delicious. Okay, here we go.
Put it in your mouth.
That's right. So
I'm excited because the ball's in your court for this one.
that's correct. I have a put it in your mouth for today. I want to show you this little video.
Okay.
All right. So this
another video.
Yeah, so this is where I got this. I was, doing my little scrolls. I do follow this person, and from time to time I get some good stuff. But so this was a little Southern cuisine for those of you that aren't able to watch what we're doing right now. So, don't do it. Don't play it yet. Come on now. There we go. There it is. Okay. So this is what this is you'll see in the video, it's something she grew up with. She's a country girl, and this is something she grew up with. I, being a country dude, I ain't never heard of this in my life. All right.
So this is new for both of us.
This is new for me. I have not tried this.
Okay.
So I don't know. But check it out. I think this is good.
Okay.
I'll see what she says here. All right. So here we go.
Something that you consumed your entire life that you thought was completely normal in everybody else's households, that everybody must have eaten this, and you find out later on in life that none of your friends eat it, just you. I'll tell you mine. Sour cream and syrup. So two of my very best friends came over this weekend, and I fried us some chicken. I mean, a whole spread. Mashed potatoes, butter beans, fried chicken, biscuits, and I had some fresh cane syrup. And I thought, oh, perfect, I can make us some sour cream and syrup. So I told them, I was like, hey, can you go get me sour cream out the fridge so I can make sour cream and syrup? And they both looked at me like I had 14 eyeballs, and I don't. And they said,
and she don't.
What? And I said, sour cream and syrup, you stop your biscuits in it. And they said, that's not real. And I said, yes, it is. I don't remember a time not eating sour cream and syrup. I've eaten this my entire life. This is very much so real.
She's very passionate about it.
And I'm telling you now, there is somebody else out there on the worldwide internet that will tell me, yes, I have also had sour cream and syrup. This is for you, Diana and Kayla. Sour cream and syrup is for real. And if you haven't had it, you should. Let's go. The ingredients are simple. Sour cream, syrup, any kind. You can use maple, you can use table syrup, you can use cane syrup. That's my favorite.
You want to watch
And
her
some
make
bread.
it? Or just get right to it?
Let's get on it.
All right.
Just
Let's get out. See, I've
Where's
already
syrup?
picked up her accent.
How much get on it?
Let's get on it.
All right, get out of there.
I'm ready.
Get out of there, girl.
I have never. Why is there so much ambient noise? I have never heard of this ever.
Well,
Of all the strange food trends, recently I saw a video where these girls, they had like a girls' night and they had pickles and peanut butter sandwiches, and they said that was amazing. So yeah, sour cream and syrup.
All right, sour cream. I
right.
got some sour cream right here, guys.
Did you know the correct ratios?
No, if you keep watching the video,
This looks
what?
very disturbing. Smells amazing.
Okay, put it down. Wait, I got some tasty white bread right here.
She talked about biscuits and you're pulling out white bread.
Well, when you watch the whole video,
Yeah.
she has bread.
Oh, okay.
She has 2 pieces of freaking wheat bread, it looks
Okay.
like. But she doesn't give me a ratio. She just goes just enough. And then pours.
She measures with her heart.
Yeah, and then she pours some syrup over. So the thing I will say about this, I don't know if there's enough syrup in it. I don't know if there's enough sour cream.
It smelled really good.
I got I did a kind of the 1-to-1 thing she was talking about. But if I would imagine you can, do
Are we like?
can my brain
I don't
start
know.
functioning? I would imagine you could add more of one or the other.
Yeah.
If you don't like it. So, but
How are we going in here?
all right, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one of these right here. There she is.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
We like going in like scooping.
Just dip it in, dude. I've got 2 napkins right here too. I came prepared, guys.
Dang, thanks. Taking care.
All right, so I'm dipping it in.
Okay, here I'm like creating a
Now she used the word sop.
sop. Oh my gosh, you're dripping.
Yeah, you like that? You like I'm dripping out? Huh? Okay.
All right, hold on. We're doing this together. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it looks like wall spackle
Like wall
or cock.
wall spack.
Let's go.
Yeah, here's to our cock.
All right, ready?
Out here, yeah. I'm ready. All right, here we go. Oh no! I hit the intro. I hit the intro. Oh, my Lord, something's happening here.
So, when was she eating this? Like she just sits around and.
Sorry, guys. I hit the intro. All right, so here we are.
I tried it.
Do what?
It's disturbing.
Disturbing.
It's a little on the tangy side. It's sweet, but it's.
It's the white bread. This is gross.
One more time. I mean, I can tell that the concoction is good, but I want it like.
You want more?
I want it on a pancake.
You want more syrup in it?
I mean, there's a lot of syrup, but
I could see how if you had some buttery,
I can see it being
buttery biscuits, a little more syrup in that. If the
bacon crumbles, fresh bacon crumbles inside the biscuit with it.
yeah.
Because I need a little salt. I need like a salty, meaty.
Not just plain ass white bread. Is that what you don't want? You don't
cream.
want You don't want some plain ass white bread with our caulk.
Or cream.
Shoot.
Yeah, that's a loose cream.
Well, I'm not
That's interesting, actually. Think about it. I'm gonna look that up to see.
removing it from the table.
Has anybody else heard of that? Y'all heard of this?
Nobody's heard of this. That woman crazy.
Well, I wonder how many. Oh, look at all the breadcrumbs. I wonder how many comments and stuff is on this. Like people saying, "Girl, you crazy," or it's something that they.
She's viral, so I'm sure she's got a lot. But
I'm curious about the reception of that.
well,
Like, is this a new food trend?
well, that's one of those things. This is one of those things that would be or could be a new food trend.
I don't think it's gonna hit.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I do. It's
That's something Grandpappy told my pappy back in my day, son.
If it was warm over a hot biscuit, it's kind of icing-esque.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Could be.
Yeah. What syrup did you use in that? Was it Aunt Jemima's or the 100% real maple?
I couldn't find the 100%, so I
That's in the fridge.
used Aunt Jemima's.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
it'll always be Aunt
Aunt
Jemima's.
Jemima's for sure. Well, that kind of segues into,
There's so many, but there are so many food trends out there.
there is.
And do you think, I mean, all you see is video after video after video upping the ante of crazy food trends.
Well, like our buddy Brad Pro's Chilies and Smoke, he has started 2 huge food trends.
Yeah.
In the food space and all of that. Then you see all these big popular creators doing it as well.
Well, he did the butterfly
Drumsticks, which is
and-
legit. It's not freaking cream sauce. His was legit. Like if you think about a drumstick and it's like round and bulbous and meaty and you're just seasoning the outside, but if you actually butterfly the meat and splay it out,
it's cooking
around the
evenly.
bone, you get to season there's more surface area to get that char, to get the grill, and to get that seasoning flavor. So like that's a food trend.
Yeah.
He also did the smash burger tacos.
Correct.
Smash burger, which was kind of huge. People did regular smash burger tacos. They did like the Big Mac style smash burger tacos. That was another one that went completely viral. But some of the ones that I'm talking about.
Are you talking about? Hey, you talking about them?
Think about years ago when everybody was substituting chicken instead of carbs. like chicken pizza crusts. And you know what I'm saying? Everything was for the low carb, and it's amazing because you're getting increased protein and stuff like that. But now instead of chicken pizza crusts and chicken tortillas and whatever, it's cottage cheese, which I love.
Cottage cheese is the new thing.
Cottage cheese is, I swear, I cannot scroll through TikTok. Every 5 videos I'm going through, someone's talking about eating cottage cheese with something. Which it's good. It's lower calorie. It's high protein. It's delicious.
But it's not like, this is what I'm getting at is with these food trends. It takes one person to start something and then everyone else just jumps on the train. Cottage cheese ain't new.
No.
It's not a new thing.
No, I mean, like, it's always on the salad bars.
It's always been around.
Yeah.
And
it was something that as a kid you're like, ew, cottage cheese, and now we're like, cottage cheese.
I like seasoned cottage cheese.
Wingman on freaking cottage cheese is insane.
I'm a big fan of,
because you got the creamy cheesy element, and then it's got that salty, spicy tang.
Yeah. Cottage cheese trends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, people are using cottage cheese to make like chaffles or tortillas, or they're using cottage cheese pizza crusts, or it's but it is an excellent way of increasing your protein.
I get it, man.
I mean, I probably eat it every day.
But do you not feel like that these food trends are diminishing like the food space, like making making food harder? Like you can
almost think it's a cheat code.
You think?
I think people are like, you know what? Just like people were using eggs for tortilla wraps, egg wraps. It's almost like, hey, here's a cheat code. You can still enjoy the foods that you love.
No.
In a healthier way.
That's not the same.
I don't know.
You can't go tell me that a cottage cheese pizza crust is going to slap like a pizza crust.
But
it's
you
just
still
not.
get the sauce and the cheese and the toppings, and you still kind of feel like you're getting something decent with a lower calorie intake and increased protein.
Is the cottage cheese pizza crust? No, it's cauliflower.
Cauliflower was another one.
Now that one wasn't bad.
I honestly, our neighborhood pizza joint 2 minutes down the road, their cauliflower crust is my favorite.
Do you see my
prefer it.
Arms folded in defiance right
I'm
here?
mad.
Yeah, I'm pissed off about this.
You are.
All right. But no, I don't know, man. How people are just taking things, and maybe it's the food trends that are over the top.
Which is the next one I'm going to talk about.
That I'm over. There's a ways of doing things and ways of accomplishing things without being like, you have to do it like this. This is the only way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't know. And maybe I'm being a pretentious prick thinking about it like this.
I'm just kidding. No, you like your pizzas. You like your carbs.
Well,
it's
not even about that.
But if you have a way that you can kind of sneak in something healthier, then I'm not mad about it. Yeah. Now, this next one.
Maybe.
And I just enlightened you on it just right before we started recording. I just heard about this today, that people are doing a watermelon diet.
A watermelon diet.
Where it's got to be seeded, because I guess it's the more natural version of it. But a seeded watermelon, and people are going on a watermelon cleanse or fast where that's all they eat for like 3 to 5 days.
Why does it have to be seeded?
I guess because the ones that are seedless are more...
They're GMO. They're
they're
genetically modified to not have seeds.
Yeah.
But...
maybe they're not as healthy. I don't know. People just say, it's got to be seeded in the comments. Like, it's got to be seeded.
Huh.
But they're 100% eating watermelon, drinking the juice, and people are reporting major results with that. I just can't get behind it. You know me, I've never been one in a big restrictive diet. I don't like anything that makes me feel like I can't have something. I would rather budget my calories or budget some of the foods that I'm eating versus saying you can only have watermelon for 5 days. But huge results.
So all they're eating is watermelon?
That's it. And I guess like the first day or two is pretty tough. And then after that, I mean, you're getting hydrated.
You're missing out on so many vitamins and nutrients.
I feel like you are, personally.
So you may be getting skinny on it.
But why is that different than going on a water cleanse?
Well, is it a water diet or is it a
just think about when
or is it a watermelon fast?
Well, think about when you're fasting. Like some people go on 3-day fasts.
Well, why
is that any different? I'm just asking because I don't know.
No.
I don't do that. I'm not going an entire day without eating.
With
Sorry.
with the fasting, the idea behind fasting is to reset the body,
Yeah.
deprive the body to make the body want to repair itself.
And with watermelon, you're getting sugar and water and other things.
Sugar,
Yeah, probably sodium. I don't know.
Watermelon's high in vitamin C and I think vitamin A.
Yeah.
So that's great, but it still is full of sugars. And it's kind of like...
But I mean, so is that white bread with sour cream and syrup we just sopped up.
Yeah, that's true.
We just slathered in our mouth.
There's other. I'm not saying it's not a good thing.
Watermelon. People are saying it's a detox, and they're losing crazy amounts of weight on it. But like once you start back eating normally, like I just kind of feel like it would probably level itself out. Don't know. I'm not a professional at this. Not condoning or promoting
a detox. I could get behind to where it's, hey, I need a jump start. I'm going to basically kind of in a way suffer like through this watermelon stuff to lose a bunch of weight fast. And then I want to maintain. So I can get behind that. Yeah. But I thought you were talking about creating an entire lifestyle around eating just freaking watermelon.
No, it's just like a quick detox, 3 to 5 day thing that people are doing. Like I'm talking people that I was looking up losing 10, 12, 15 pounds in a 3 to 5 day period, which is insane. Doesn't seem feasible to me. Like, I just don't feel like you're losing fat at that
3 to 5 days?
Yeah.
I'm going to get on some of the watermelon.
We got watermelon in the fridge, okay. But I watched this doctor on TikTok, and
yeah,
I never can believe anything that I see online, but he did say that watermelon was good for weight loss, reduced appetite. It has a low glycemic load. It lowers your risk of cardiovascular disease, lowers blood pressure, reduces your cholesterol, has an increased nitric oxide production. So it sounds like there's a lot of benefits to watermelon.
Well, that sounds really good. I did when you kind of showed this to me right before the show, I did read where it's got some, didn't you say cardiovascular?
Apparently, yeah. Like it's a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. And people will say, oh, well, don't eat a ton of watermelon because it's full of sugar. Well, so is the 4 Snicker bars that
like you said,
we ate,
all of our bread.
The drumstick ice cream cones that are in there. Like
sugar's in everything. You buy
it's
bread.
It's a better substitute than...
Yeah. You buy bread off the shelf. It's got sugar in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So everything, your cereal... Kellogg's not frosted flakes, of course it does.
Yeah. But, Trix has cereal in it? Or sugar in it?
No, you know what I'm saying.
Lucky Charms?
Even something that seems plain has some sugar in it.
Yeah. I mean, ranch dressing. If you're getting like low fat, some of the doctors that I've worked with in the past, they said anything that shows like low fat or low calorie, reduced fat, they load it up with sugar.
Right.
To get the taste better and to get you to like it.
But don't you think if you're gonna do these things? Well, I did read this. So talking about watermelons full of sugar, right? I saw a little documentary one time on sugar itself. So when you're drinking, there's a difference in drinking a soda or eating candy that's got just pure processed sugar, and then eating something that's got natural sugar like fruit that has fiber built into the fruit.
Yeah.
Because that gives your body something to process. When you drink a soda, it turns straight into fat. There's no processing it in the digestive process. Your pancreas, you drink it, your pancreas goes, that's a lot of sugar, pump, 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 turns it into fat immediately. So, and how they explained it, when you eat sugars via fruit, the fibers in the fruit tell your body, we got to break this down versus just pump out.
We need a dietitian or a nutritionist to come on board.
Yeah, we do. Okay.
We need a little bit more. We went a little heavy into this, but
all right. So I'm explaining it bad, but fruit sugars are way better for you than sugars and other things.
Yeah, and like they're talking about how it has to be the seeded variation, not like the other types that you can get. And it made me think, there's so many variations of apples. There's Pink Ladies and Galas and Red Delicious and Granny Smiths and Honeycrisp, Cosmic apples. I mean, I could go on for days. Back in the beginning of times, like Adam and Eve, was there an apple? There's just an apple? apple or like what they got hanging there?
It's an apple. So
They got the different did they have a good tasty Honeycrisp?
My guess would be variants of apples are just like anything else. They have variants of corn. It's all
According to what environment
and the soil. It's all what it's growing in.
So Eve had just an apple.
Of course.
It was just an apple.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure.
Was it red or green?
The Lord, the apple tree could have had all of them on it. Who
Questions.
reckon knows?
Was it red or green?
It definitely was red. A green ass apple.
Thoughts?
Get it out of here.
Speaking of apple, I heard today, you know how we've talked about it on the podcast before, you know, the Bush beer apple variation that was like a big thing, Bush apples.
Yeah.
Now they are coming out with a new one. How clever. Bush lime.
Lime?
That's like Bud Light lime.
No, that's
Bud
old.
Lime.
That's old news, bro.
You know,
Get out of here.
They hit it with the apple, but I'm thinking like they're just kind of sliding into the DMs, like just sliding behind the curtain with the lime. Like what's special about that?
It's a summer beer. It's a summer beer. Yeah. So like
Well, we'll have to try it for
crisp
sure.
and refreshing.
I think we should try it. Well, they had the Bush peach too. It went from Bush apple, then they had Bush peach, which I don't think No, I did have one. Lou got us one.
Are they coming back out with the apple? I thought it was gone forever.
I don't know. I think they've been bringing that out. I think.
So they lied.
Let's try the Bush Light or the Bush Lime sometime.
Sure. We'll try it on the show. Anyways,
Yeah,
I've looked at this camera awkwardly probably 10 times during this podcast.
Yeah.
Making strong eye contact with our viewers.
It is what it is.
Strong eye contact. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our last segment, guys. You know what time it is. It's time for that segment you love that rounds out our show. It's Reload Recommends. Hey! That's right. It's time, y'all, for that favorite segment. You know what it is. It's Reload Recommendations from Reload. Yeah. God bless America. Why does this keep happening?
We need a producer. We need a producer.
Oh, the same key. Oh, get your fudge butt out of here. The same key that does this is on the other thing is our intro. That's twice in the same episode.
It is. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So let's do this right now. I'm going to start things first, if you don't mind, Miss
Sure.
Stace. I'm
Yeah.
going to do a recommendation. This recommendation is on my wrist right there, you guys. It is the Garmin Instinct 2 Solar that a sweet, fine honey thing got me as a gift. This is an expensive purchase, but I will say, as a guy who has a rugged job, has a rugged lifestyle, this watch has definitely held up. You know, when I was looking for watches, wanting a new watch, between what do you call those things? The iPhone ones?
Apple Watch.
The Apple Watch. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Well, I was worried about that because it has a glass like face, and you can get covers for them, but they look kind of cheesy, and that's just not with your work and
it would already be messed up.
steel and iron. Like it would be broken.
It would already be messed up. This has got a huge face on it, and it does everything that the Apple Watch does. It has an entire interfaced app with it that monitors all your health, your BMI, your body batteries, heart rates, blood pressure, all those things. Also has workout programs built into it, as well as you can plot a GPS cord. So if I go trekking off in the woods somewhere, I can basically make this watch follow me to where then if I get lost, I can just follow my watch back straight back home.
Yeah, and as a nurse, like I have become used to monitoring numbers and statistics, and I look for like vital signs and stuff like that, and trends and baselines and stuff like that. I keep saying stuff like that, but
Stuff like that.
and stuff like that. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says that, and stuff like that. But there has been times where you have run yourself ragged.
Yeah.
And the body battery is so interesting. How it obviously measures probably length of sleep and broken sleep. It probably monitors the amount of calories, your heart rate throughout the day.
Yes.
And, I almost said stuff like that.
and stuff like that. No,
but when there has been times where you have came home and you've about dropped into the recliner and like, I don't have anything in me. I feel like I'm fighting a sickness. And it will indicate that your body battery is super low. And I would ask you, what's your body battery say? Or what does this say? What does that say? And it, to me, seemed pretty legit with what was going on with your body as to what that number was showcasing.
Well, it also does an average score on training readiness. So every morning it gives me a report. So how I slept that throughout the night, it lets me know like, hey dude, this is where you sit. You want to go do something hard, you're either ready for it or, hey, I don't think you are. So it gives you a morning report on yourself, tells you the weather and all that stuff too. My favorite part about this, you guys, this is my favorite part right here. The little hidden gem is this right here. Bow! Look at that light. Look at that light right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You see that?
That's actually a pretty strong light too.
It is. A little click of the wrist. I can use that hunting.
Well, think about if you're lost in the woods.
Yeah.
You've got you a light, but you're using it a lot at work. And throughout the house, if you lose an earbud or something, you're pulling that thing out. Yeah. It's a lot brighter than your phone watch.
But even for one of these right here, you know what I'm saying? Click this thing on.
What if it like shot out?
Intruders.
Like a stun gun.
Where you at, intruders? Because I'm ready. I got you blinded in the face. What you gonna do with my Garmin watch? Huh? Not a damn thing. All right,
what if it could shoot out like the probes for like the stun guns?
Well,
you could be like Spider-Man, like. Pew!
Well, I probably would have shot myself already, and
probably.
Yeah, so it's probably a good thing I didn't. But that's my recommendation. If you're looking for a really good watch, a rugged watch, don't listen to all this stupid TikTok shops and Instagram. Hey guys, you work out there in the cold. Look at this watch. I bought one. They suck.
Yeah,
don't do it.
It was scammy for sure.
Yeah,
didn't last.
It's a great rugged watch that can take a beating, and if you're out in the sun a lot, you're not going to run out of battery. So
cool.
Let's go.
I'm so glad you liked that present though.
Yeah, thank you for getting it for me.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that.
I wasn't.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Is that nice? Your turn. What you got, girl?
All right. So something that I'm going to recommend. Every morning I've gotten into the routine. I have my greens, then I have a cup of coffee, and I typically put like collagen peptides or whatever in there, like collagen, and it's got like some protein or whatever. But sometimes I'm on the run. I'm on the go, and I don't like my coffee in a stainless steel mug. Yeah. I like it in ceramic. So on the days where I can't sip on my coffee how I would like to, I have an energy drink. Now, if you know me, I do not handle a lot of caffeine very well. Like a high caffeine, like I can't drink a Monster that has like 200 calories or like the Celsius or the Alani's. The 200 calorie ones, I usually split with Joel, or I'll just drink half of them because it puts me over the edge and I'm shaking and heart rate's going crazy. So
200 milligrams
of caffeine. Yeah. But I have found something that I absolutely love, and it's the Red Bull sugar-free. They've got like these new series, like this, I think it's called like the Sea Foam or Sea Berry edition and the Summer edition and the Pink edition. And so it's a new variation of Red Bull, sugar-free. And there's 114 milligrams in one can, and it's just the perfect amount of caffeine for me.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like maybe
as I'm sipping on that over an hour or two, the carbonation stays nice and bubbly. Sip on that over an hour or two. And they've got mini ones that are like 80 milligrams, which are good too. But I wanted to recommend some of the flavors. I used to like the Alani's and the Celsius, but like I said, I would only drink like a portion of it. Now I'm buying Red Bull sugar-free, the Juneberry flavor. It's the blue can. So good. Strawberry apricot. I think that's the orange can. Fire. And then one that I was really shocked at, because a lot of the fake watermelon flavors, like the Alani watermelons, I'm not a big fan of. But the Red Bull sugar-free watermelon is in the red can, and it is really, really delicious. So my reload recommends is Red Bull sugar-free.
Well.
Love those flavors.
That sounds like a tasty treat there, Stace.
I don't know how to respond to that. You like them too.
I do like them. I've never been a Red Bull fan.
Yeah, but these editions are good.
Yeah.
And they're limited, which makes me kind of sad.
Well, they're limited because they're testing the market.
Well, the market is hot for them.
If it hits really hard, they'll bring them back.
Honestly, there's a white peach flavor as well. There's a few other flavors on top of the ones. I mentioned the 3 that were my favorite. There's a white peach one that has kind of gone like really viral where it's really difficult to find. I was able to find a few cans. I liked it, but I like the other flavors better personally.
People go bonkers over peaches.
Yeah. You know how I heard about these too? I never even knew to look these up because I do a lot of delivery grocery shopping. Barbecue by Maisie.
Really?
Yeah. So she was reviewing the different flavors and I thought, I'm going to give it a shot because she makes everything seem tasty when she reviews candy and drinks and stuff like that. So.
Everything happens on the West Coast first.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. So she was drinking them and I thought, why not get some of those? And now I love them. I kind of keep them in the fridge.
Nice.
I drink maybe 1 or 2 a week.
Well, they're good for when we don't have time to do a pour over.
We're on the run. We got to
make that coffee, and it's like we overslept or slept in late, and we need something, just a little boost.
Yeah, this week we had a couple doctor's appointments to take the kids to. All's good, just wellness appointments. But I had to get up, get them going, get breakfast and all that. So just grabbed one of those for the go, and it was perfect.
That's right. Well,
so I recommend it.
I like that. It's a good recommendation, girl. So
thanks.
But anyways, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
All right, let's wrap this thing up, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the podcast as much as we enjoyed you listening to it. But, we got a great episode coming up next week. You're not going to want to miss it.
It is going to be good.
That's right. It's going to be a red, white, and blue patriotic. Get your flags out. Get your banana hammock, red, white, and blues out. Barbecue, grilling, awesome thinging.
Eagle screeching.
You just got to watch it. You galls.
Yep. Anyway. It's coming, and it's coming hard.
It's good.
Oh, no. It is. So stay tuned. Oh,
there it is.
Make sure you guys are hitting subscribe. Make sure you're hitting the like button. It really helps us out a lot, especially on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment, all the things. It goes directly to us, and we absolutely love it. It means the world to us. So
that's right, guys. So we'll see you guys. We love y'all. We'll see you on the next show.
See you next Tuesday.